up YouTube, and welcome back to today's video. We are here at Coles County Speedway. This is my second time being here. First time I came here was actually in a restricted micro, and that was practice for the Tulsa Shootout. If you guys haven't watched those videos, go watch them. Track right now looking pretty good. They're putting water on. They're using the grader out over. Oh my God! I actually found out how to point. That was awesome. But anyways, track's looking pretty good right now. I know it's still pretty early, so they haven't like packed it in or anything like that, but I think it should be pretty good here tonight. We're running our A-class micro. Never ran A-class, to say the least. I've only run restricted, and that's about it. So tonight's gonna be an interesting night. We don't really have any expectations because, well, we never really ran our micro, and we're pretty new to this track. We've only ran a couple laps around in the restricted and haven't turned a lap yet in the A-class, so it should be a very eventful night, to say the least. So as you guys can see, it's decently banked. It's almost got what I'd say a little similar banking to Viola. If I had to say anything, it's not crazy banked like English Creek, but it's well banked enough like Viola. And just from seeing pictures and stuff, it looks like the high side does come in pretty often, which is good. But I think I'm mostly just gonna stick the bottom most of the time, just trying to get a feel for the new car and try and turn some laps and see what we can do here tonight. But should be, like I said, a very eventful night. So far, there's 7 or 8 of us checked in. I'll put the total number that actually show up down there. But I'm very excited to get the night underway here tonight. Should be a very eventful night. All right, guys. So it is about time to go racing. We'll be heading out for hot laps here in a minute, which is kind of like our qualifying in the outlaw kart world. Came out with 16 A-class wings, which is a pretty good amount. I think it's probably like their usual amount here. If not, maybe like a kart or 2 more, but I think we should have a good field tonight. No expectations going into this race, mostly just because it's our first time running the micro this year, and we don't really know what all we're supposed to be doing, so we're just going out there trying to get laps and try and figure this car out. So who knows, we could qualify the best out of all of them, we could qualify the worst, but either way, we're just here to learn. And I'll catch you guys here in the micro for hot laps. Well, guys, not a bad way to start off the night. Still kind of getting used to the micro. It's a lot different than the outlaw kart, so I'm still trying to get back in the swing of things. Just overall going out there for hot laps and coming back in and looking at the times. We looked pretty even within everyone else that was out there in the A-class. And I think we can have a really fast car here tonight. We start third in our heat race because of our pill draw, which helps a lot. The better the pill draw you get, the better you start in your heat race, and then the more position you move up in your heat race, the better off you'll start in your A main. So we start third in it. If we can move up a spot or 2, that should lock us into the A. And I think everyone transfers to the A though. So if we can pass those 2 though, I think it would really help us and get us more up towards the front. So I'll catch you guys back in the micro for our heat race. Well, guys, I'm pretty upset there in that heat race. Had a good chance to do good in that heat race, and something out of our control happened. Just as we were entering the corner, we got ran into from the back, and I don't really know what happened, but my seatbelt basically came undone, and basically you can't race without a seatbelt on. So our buckles came undone, and we had to basically. I had to go around a few more times, but I had to stay slow because my buckles came off and I didn't want to get in an accident and be thrown from the car. So pretty upset there. We don't even know what happened because even when we were sitting there and staging and I was buckling in, we made sure that it clicked, and for some reason it unbuckled itself when we went out there. So quite frustrating. There's no expectations tonight. Like I said, but it's just upset that happened, and we did so good in hot laps, and then we had such a good position there in the heat race, and then something like that happened. So just frustrating, but I'm probably gonna be towards the back in the A, so we'll see if we can pass some cars. The people in the back aren't very fast, so as long as they don't take up my line, then we should be able to get underneath them. But I'll catch you guys once we get to our A main. Alright guys, so our feature event is done. It was a 20-lap feature, and boy oh boy, what a night this was. Started off great in hot laps. We ran a bunch of good laps and we looked pretty good. Then we moved on to our heat race, and that's kind of where the night went, kind of fell down, and mostly just because of something that was out of our control. Usually we always double check our seat belts. Whenever I put my seat belts on, I always make sure my dad double checks to make sure they're tight and that nothing's loose or anything. And this is actually the first that I've had where my seat belt has came loose. So definitely something that has never happened to me and made a big setback for us tonight. Because we didn't finish a lap in our heat race, which automatically put us dead last in the feature. But in the feature, man, that was exciting. A lot of stuff happened, to be honest, because at the start of the race there was a little pile up, and that's why I was hanging back. It's a 20-lap feature, so let some laps go by and just focus on how the end is going to be. And sure enough, there were some wrecks, and there's at one point why I felt like I was so slow is I hit the brakes at one point, and it just like went to the floor. There was nothing that could have prepared me for that. My brakes just went straight to the floor. And from everyone that I've talked to, said my brakes were on fire and glowing red, which is crazy. I mean, and then we made a bunch of passes, passed some cars, and thankfully there were some accidents that happened in front of us that gave us free spots, which you always love free spots whenever someone just gives up one. But overall, really good night here tonight. I'd like to thank all my sponsors: Long Look Ag Services, CSI Homes, McVeigh Landscaping, Market Alley Wines, my grandpa at Brad Martin Farms, Nutrient Ag Solution, Halcom Oil, Triple E Sales, Clark and Glasgow, and Tysher Motors for being such a big help to this team, because none of this would be possible without any of them, and none of this would at all be possible without those two people right there. The guy in the blue shirt is my grandpa. He does all the work on the carts. He's the one that gets me prepared for the night. And my dad makes sure I look spiffy before I go out on the track. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will definitely see you guys in the future in the micro a lot more. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, please click the like and subscribe button down below. And that's all I really got for you guys. Have a great night.